Danny Clinch. I'm going to be talking about my book, Still Moving, this time around, named after a Willie Nelson song, really, and designed by my good friend Stefan Nedvetsky. And the foreword is by Bruce Springsteen, which is really cool, as you can see here. He wrote some really nice words on my behalf, and I'm really honored for that. It's a book that encompasses a bunch of my, most of my career, and starts out with like a super cool end page, a collage of images. I love making collages and whatnot. There are environmental portraits like this Bob Dylan photograph, taken in Los Angeles. There is some documentary type photography. This is Nas from the Illmatic session that I did. And let's see what else we have. This friends and family section, I call it, which is people together, artists together that normally aren't in the same bands. And there's a beautiful fold out that repeats itself throughout the book a couple of times. There's portrait sessions, there's live concert photography, like this White Stripes from Bonnaroo. I spent a lot of time at Bonnaroo. Some of these pairings are kind of cool. This is Green Day when they were younger at Woodstock in '94, and then from the Grammys at some point in the future, which is kind of cool. And it's I'm really proud of the book because it really is a cross genre from old country, Willie and Johnny Cash, to Nas and Tupac, to these legends right here, Jay-Z and Tony Bennett. It's just a great collection, and you can get it off my website, and you can get it at the Transparent Clinch Gallery, which is, we're still, social distancing, but we're open. So come in, wash your hands, wear a mask, and don't forget to follow us at Transparent Clinch Gallery on Instagram, and our Facebook, Transparent Clinch Gallery, and we have a website as well now, transparentclinchgallery.com. So check it out, and if you can't be there in person, check out the website or our Facebook, and don't forget to watch our Transparent Tuesdays. It's pretty exciting. We're going to be doing our next round of Locals and Icons with the Tangiers Blues Band. Pretty excited about that. This week we have Cranston Dean doing a Bruce Springsteen song. What's not to like? So join us if you can. Welcome to Transparent Gallery. I'm Danny Clinch, and we are in Asbury Park. And we've come up with an idea to do a couple of episodes that we're going to call Locals and Icons. And so we're asking a bunch of the local musicians that we know, folks who've come here and hung out with us and played music with us on the stage here, to come in and pick out a photograph they love of an artist that they love. And we would have a discussion about it. I would talk about what the assignment was maybe and a good story behind it. And they'll talk about how that artist has inspired them and what they love about them. And then they're going to perform a song, a cover song by that artist. So it's going to be really exciting. We have a great bunch of people that are going to contribute, and we appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much. Okay, here we are for another one of these at Cranston.
Mr. Danny Clinch, thanks for having me.
Man, so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I know that you and I talked about Bruce Springsteen and bringing that photograph into the mix. Can I tell you a story about this photo?
I would love to hear it.
Well, actually, this photograph for me was a kind of one of those turning points in my career where I was like, I got a chance to work with Bruce on The Rising, and this was for the Devils and Dust record, and they asked me to make a short film about the Devils and Dust record. So we were invited to Bruce's place, the farm, and he played like 6 or 7 songs off the record for us. Nobody had heard any of the songs, and it was myself and my producer and a couple of camera operators and a sound person, and we recorded this little short film. And I remember I took this photograph with my Hasselblad camera, big medium format number, and I remember looking through the camera, and it was one of those moments where I thought to myself, how on earth am I looking into this camera and seeing Bruce Springsteen on the other end? So it was like a turning point for me where I really felt like I had gotten somewhere.
Was that your first
career.
photo with Bruce? Or first?
No, I did The Rising was before this. The Rising was 2002, I think, and this was, I think, 2006.
It was like a very intimate setting for a photo too, to get to go to the
This
farm.
was they have a little farm. They have a farm, and on the farm they have a house called Boxwood, which is where they recorded the Seeger sessions as well.
Like that one.
And so, but this was even before that. So it was a pretty epic moment for me. What do you like about this guy?
What do I like about this guy? Well, I don't know him as a person, so I don't want to, but he seems to be just a nice, regular, hardworking Jersey musician that also happens to write some of the best songs that have been there. So the fact that those songs are from New Jersey, I've always appreciated that. Growing up in Monmouth County, you always get like the old timer stories of like, when I was a kid, he used to play the Clearwater pools, and the cops had to come to this one time, and this, that, and the other. So I've always enjoyed that. And then, but I never really got into Bruce Springsteen until I started songwriting. And when I listened to Greetings from Asbury Park, I was like, I love this very, very much. So I'm gonna do a song off of Greetings today.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
It's fine with me, man. I love it. Is there any other sort of moment, like who, being from New Jersey, like who was the person who hipped you to the Springsteen?
Oh, my neighbor Jeannie Niles. Miss Jeannie, if you ever see this, she was kind of like the block babysitter. She loved Bruce Springsteen so very much that it was just a given all summer. So, Jeannie Niles.
I like it. Well, you can feel free to riff on this song, and you can, I know that sometimes you go off on a tangent of storytelling, and I don't want to encourage it or anything, but
Hey, what I like about this song is the characters and the setting. Like, I was imagining it being set right here in this stretch of the boardwalk in Asbury Park, between the convention hall and the carousel, and I, between the young kids that are trying to find a place to hook up. There's a line that says, "Daddy's within earshot, save the buckshot, turn up the band," and I think that's a fun little Jerseyism to me personally. I think I've been in those situations, and also on both sides, on the bandstand, and as a little kid on the beach trying to find a place where the parents wouldn't notice. I like the Harvard student who's drunk from playing beer pong, and the cops come and they tell him to get out of here, and then they tell him to just take a right at the light and just keep driving and you'll be home. And I think a lot of our cops have that sentiment about some of the tourists that come from out of state, and they would just want to be like, right at that light and just keep going to Pennsylvania or New York. Not all, friends. Come down to New Jersey. We're going to need it next year.
Interpretation.
Yeah, but I like, with that song particularly, I was a Bob Dylan fan, I think a lot longer than I've been a Springsteen fan. And when you hear that song, that album in particular, the first two, you just kind of go, oh, Jersey's got its own Bob Dylan. Like, this is rad. And that always made me proud to be a Jersey boy. So,
all right. Well, if you can announce the song, the artist, and the song, that would be awesome.
I am Cranston Dean, and I'm playing "Blinded by the Light" by Bruce Springsteen, not Manfred Mann. drummers, bummers, and Indians in the summer with a teenage diplomat. In the dumps with the mumps as the adolescent pumps his weight into his hat. Boulder on my shoulder, I'm feeling kinda older. I trip a merry-go-round. It's very unpleasing, wheezing and sneezing that could likely crash to the ground. Half-shot, hot shot was hidden to his hot spot, snapping his fingers, clapping his hands. Some fish pot mascot was tied into a lover's knot with a whatnot in her hand. A young Scot with a slingshot finally found a tender spot and throws his lover in the sand. Some fish pot mascot said daddy's with an earshot, save the buckshot and turn up the band. She was blinded by the light, wrapped up like a loose, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. She got down, but she never got right, but she's gonna make it alright. Some brimstone, baritone, anti-cyclone, rolling stone, preacher from the east. He said dethrone the dictaphone, just hit him in its funny bone, that's where they'll expect it the least. Some new moan chaperone was standing in the corner all alone, watching the young girls dance. Some fresh-grown moonstone was playing with his phones, known to remind him of the feeling of romance. She was blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. She got down, but she never got right, but she's gonna make it alright. Silicone sister and a manager's mystery told me I got what it takes. Said I'll turn you on, son, into something strong if you play the song with the funky breeze. Yeah, go-kart Mozart was checking out the weather chart to see if it'd be safe to go outside. Yeah, little curly-pearly came up in a whirly-burly and asked me if I needed a ride. Oh, some hazard from Harvard was skunked on beer, plain backyard bombardier. Scotland Yard was trying hard, they sent some dude with the calling card. They said, do what you like, but don't do it here. I jumped up, turned around, spit in the air, fell on the ground, asked him which was the way back home. Take a ride at the light, go straight into the night, and then boys, you're on your own. Well, Zanzibar, shooting star, was sitting in the sidecar, humming a loner tune. When the avatars roll the bar, but first come over the cookie jar, we're gonna teach those boys to laugh too soon. Some kidnapped handicap was complaining that he caught the clap on some mousetrap he bought last night. I unsnapped this skull cap and between his ears I saw the gap and I figured he'd be alright. He was just blinded by the light, revved up like a goose, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Mama always told me not to look into the sights of the sun. Mama, that's where the fun is, oh yeah.